Enter the stars. The copper IUD is the serpent beast in the womb. This is the story of the copper IUD. The serpent coiled around the T. 1988 is when the copper IUD began being marketed in the United States. And bronze is 88% copper. Let's read the story from the Bible about the womb as you look and see the similarities of the womb and the inner eye. It says they traveled from Mount Hor along the route to the Red Sea. This is the Red Sea. This, in fact, is the womb and also the parting of the Red Sea by Moses. To go around Edom, but the people grew impatient on the way. They spoke against God and against Moses and said, "Why have you brought us here out of Egypt to die in the wilderness?" This is also the wilderness. Egypt is the pyramid of the image coming into your eye. It is the looking out instead of looking within. This is why the ancient Egyptians built pyramids on the earth. This is the earth here, the convex lens. The Israelites were led out of the wilderness. Through the wilderness for 40 years they were in the wilderness. That represents the 40 weeks in the womb of a human child. And they were led by the ark, which is the earth. The convex lens, this is an ark, the ark of the covenant. Moses parted the Red Sea with a staff. That is the Hyloid Canal. He parted the Red Sea with the staff, the power of God. And the twin opposed vortexes, the pillar of fire by night and the pillar of cloud by day, is what guided them ahead of the ark. And this is it here, the two pillars, the pillar here and the pillar there, connected with the narrow gate to heaven. So they go on complaining. "You brought us out of Egypt to die in the wilderness. There is no bread, there is no water, and we detest this miserable food." They are cut off from the waters, the cerebral spinal fluid waters, the endless waters that are self-replenishing, and they must make their way through the vitreous humor waters, which are not self-replenishing. And it says, "Then the Lord sent venomous snakes among them. They bit the people, and many Israelites died. The people came to Moses and said, 'We sinned when we spoke against the Lord and against you. Pray that the Lord will take the snakes away from us.' So Moses prayed for the people. The Lord said to Moses, 'Make a snake and put it on a pole. Anyone who is bitten can look at it and live.' So Moses made a bronze snake. Bronze is 88% copper. And he put it on the pole. And then anyone who was bitten by a snake and looked at the bronze snake, they lived." Now Jesus addresses this in his words, in his own words. He says, "Just as Moses lifted up the snake in the wilderness, so the Son of Man must be lifted up." And so you see, we have a juxtaposition. We have the blue bloods, the copper-based blood that the Israelites had to look upon to live. And then we had the iron-based pure blood of Christ that corrects our blood, you see. So they were out of Egypt. In the womb, the copper serpent killed them. And that's exactly what the copper IUD does in the womb. Here it is, Paragard, and it is the #1 copper IUD in the world. And when you take this word Paragard and you reverse it, it says drag, ARAP, dragon with, because the word para means with. And so what it really means is with the dragon. So there you have it, you guys. The root word of dragon is drag, as you can see here. Draco, dragon, dragoon, drag. It's all here. Paragard, backwards, is with the dragon. It's coiled like a serpent, self-described right here in their own words. Coiled together, coiled like a serpent. This is it, wrapped around the pole, just as it is in the Bible. Came to market in the United States in 1988. Bronze is 88% copper. It's all there. Mechanism of action, preventing pregnancy. It is the serpent within the womb. Now, we told you that the fallopian tubes represented the serpent eating the dust of the ovaries, the days of its life, the curse placed on it, and that the anatomy of our body tells us the story of the fall of man. When we were given our flesh suits, God wanted to ensure that it was encoded so that one day we could find the truth. Now, this is the man that invented the IUD. His name is Ernest Grafenberg, known to have discovered the G-spot.